I figured I'd share my experience trying to purchase a RTX 3080. Unfortunately, many people have made a lot of videos of kind of what's going on. Nvidia dropped the ball big time. I mean, we can't really blame them. However, they should have put some CAPTCHA or something to stop the bots from, being able to purchase these cards instantly. As you can see, when I was trying to purchase these cards, I only had Best Buy and I had Nvidia site open. So this out of stock here showed notify me, and so I didn't know if the card was going to come out at midnight. I had no idea if it was going to come out at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Then I caught wind that it was supposed to release at 6 in the morning, and so what I did was I stayed up to about 1 in the morning, just to make sure to see if I could try to get the card. 6.99 is it's not cheap, but kudos to people that can buy something like this. It's great. It's a huge upgrade because I'm rocking a 1070 right now. The big thing for me was, staying up super late, getting up pretty early, and I, woke up about 5:30, had my sites up already, Best Buy and EVGA or Nvidia. Um, I had the EVGA site up as well. However, I was more focused on the Best Buy and the Nvidia site. 5:59 comes around, I'm like, all right, cool, a minute left, and I'm kind of looking at the clock like, okay, here we go, clicking back and forth between both pages, and Notify Me instantly went to out of stock, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Couldn't believe it, and I refreshed it, the page started, being really slow, and I got a 500 download connection, which is pretty quick. Um, I couldn't get anything. I was mind blown, and then finally I got the buy button. I clicked it, and another screen popped up, and it was just blank. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Well, 2 minutes go by, 3 minutes go by. I'm going back and forth, refreshing this site here for Best Buy also, trying to get the card, and it gave me an option to add to cart. I would add it to cart. It would go to my cart, and then I would want to pay for my order, and then nothing. I mean, it was a total disaster. I couldn't believe it. 15 minutes go by, still doing this, and I'm sure thousands, millions of people were doing the same thing yesterday trying to get this card. Well, then you find out that they've been, botted, which is unfortunate. I mean, you literally you had no chance of getting a card yesterday unless you got super super lucky, and some people did because there's proof out there. Um, but if you had the bot, I mean, some people were it was instantaneously sold out. So I've been looking still to try to get one, but obviously I have no hope from either sites, and it's unfortunate. I not only did I want a card, but a lot of people want to upgrade. $700 for the type of performance that it does. Double the performance of a 2080 Ti is pretty crazy. Looking forward to getting it. So probably gonna have to wait a month or two to be able to get this card, but Nvidia really dropped the ball on this one. It's something that they should have thought about. They had this huge release. They overpromised. They overcommitted, and they didn't have enough cards. It seems like. So, what do you expect? I expected it, but not this bad. Um, it's kind of a shitty deal. Sony did the same thing. I have the Walmart page pulled up. I have for the PlayStation, GameStop. The problem with that is they tell you it's going to release on a certain day. One of the guys promises what they're going to do, and then they just let it. I guess Walmart started it by putting out a tweet saying, "Hey, who wants to wait for the release, whatever, right?" And they just freaking put a tweet out and people knew about it. Me thinking like, "Oh, I'll just wait till the next day to get it when they're going to do it," not knowing, and then by the time a few hours go by, it's sold out everywhere. So, that's so I'm batting 0 for 2 when it comes to pre-orders. However, I did get Super Mario 3D All Stars, so I guess I'm batting 1 for 3, which is a pretty shitty percentage. However, it's just mind-boggling how, this shit happens, and, you want to spend your hard-earned money to get the new and cool stuff to upgrade your systems and whatnot, but the way things went down was really shitty. We know next coming up, the 3090 is coming up here next week. Hopefully Nvidia learns their lesson because they already had an apology, and it's they learned from that mistake. So I'm gonna keep looking like everybody else, whether it's every day, maybe I'll check in a week. Actually, I'm lying to you if I tell you I'm gonna check in a week. I'm probably gonna check every day because I really want to upgrade my card. So, I'll keep refreshing the Best Buy site. Check it every few hours. I don't know if that's being ridiculous or not, but you wait for something so long and you hear about it and you see, the benchmarks that just came out and you're like, wow, this is going to be an amazing card for the price. So, um, it is what it is, but there's a lot of fans out there that are pretty pissed off, and hopefully Nvidia can do it right by, checking to see what's legit when people order and what's not. I mean, if somebody's ordering 40 cards and they did it instantly, I think that's a little ridiculous. They should be able to at least look at that kind of data and start handing out cards to legit consumers like yourself and me. Um, but that's it. It's unfortunate. So like I said, I couldn't get a 3080. Do I want to get a 3090? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot more expensive. I actually my whole goal was to get a 3070, but I didn't want to wait till October. So I guess we'll kind of play it by ear. But if I can get my hands on one of these and not for $2,000-$3,000 like they're doing on eBay, I'll be a pretty happy camper. So gonna wait my turn like everybody else, and we'll go from there. If you want to comment below, let me know if you were actually able to get one. I did make a Twitter post at Jay and Shocks 509, and I put, I mean, it was humanly impossible to literally get one unless you got super super lucky. So kudos to the people that did get one. Good luck to everybody else. Good luck to myself, and I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks.